In brightest day, in blackest night, no evil shall escape my sight.
Hey,
Let those who work.
Jimmy, Jimmy, what are you
What?
doing? I think maybe you're in the wrong galaxy, bud. We're a Star Wars podcast, different universe.
Yeah, but Aaron Pierre's in Star Wars.
What? But I thought Ryan Gosling
Yes.
was in Star Wars. He's gonna be in Starfighter.
True.
Yeah, but I guess according to these leaks, your guy Aaron Pierre is just gonna maybe be in this movie, and there are some rumors that he might be swinging a lightsaber in it, which sounds very exciting. So I'll let it slide this time.
I think we're looking at the next Pedro Pascal in Star Wars. Now, putting my feelings aside for Pedro Pascal's acting, you can't deny his meteoric rise to fame, right? From everything he's done. And I think that Aaron Pierre is putting together a resume, especially with the success of Lantern so far,
Mhm.
that Rebel Ridge was awesome. Like, the guy's a great action.
Yeah.
You know, it's his big breakout. Then he's coming into Lanterns, which have you seen Lanterns?
Yeah, I've watched both
Oh,
episodes. It's so good, and he's
yes. He's acting is awesome. The dude is jacked. He's ready to go. He looks like an action star. And he is already, we know for a fact that he's going to be in Star Wars, and there are some rumors coming up. So we'll talk about those shortly.
yes, yeah. He definitely has like screen presence. Even when he's with, I think it's believed the other Lantern is Kyle Chandler. And just like them interacting,
Yeah.
but Aaron Pierre, every time he's on the screen, he's just dominating those scenes. He's so good. And I love a guy that just like is so subtle with all of his movements and it just portrays so much. So yeah, I'm very excited to see him in Star Wars.
Yes.
But
That Lantern show is cracking in 94% on Rotten Tomatoes from
mhm,
65 review critics. So that's a ton. That's a really high percentage. I think it set some record for DC's,
mhm.
streaming. And yeah, so if we get into the leaks, and again, spoiler alert for everyone who's listening here, multiple outlets, and then are citing at Making Star Wars. They report that Pierre is connected to a hidden Jedi sanctuary on a planet called Adaria, populated mostly by Padawans in beige robes, echoing Obi-Wan and Anakin. And this might, yeah. So what? I mean, this is a star-studded cast, but I
Mhm.
feel like Aaron Pierre is going to be so big after Lanterns is over.
Yeah, absolutely. I think a lot of people are praising Ryan Gosling, and they should be. He should get his flowers. But
Absolutely.
I think, yeah, after Lanterns and even like you mentioned in like Rebel Ridge, I think he's gonna have his Pedro moments where all of a sudden he's just getting these roles and he's absolutely nailing them. And then to be thrown into Star Wars, I think that's just gonna elevate him even more. I think he's gonna kill it. And I completely agree with this.
Do you remember a while back they had that talk about Tom Cruise landing his helicopter and
Yeah.
then going out in the mud and filming a fight scene, and
Hmm.
everyone thought maybe it was like the opening of the show or it might have been the ending.
Hmm.
Some people are claiming that Pierre duels Mia Goth's character in Adaria, like towards the end. And this lines up previously confirmed reports like Sean Levy shot a muddy lightsaber scene. That's when, like I said, Tom Cruise came in.
Hmm.
So as long as she doesn't kill him right off the bat, I honestly, I don't know what it is. Like ever since I've seen Rebel Ridge, and then I started watching the Lanterns, and I love all the nerd stuff,
Hmm.
and I'm really enjoying the intensity of Lanterns so far. It's so different from like Superman and
Yeah.
Supergirl, which I like both of those. I think this man has star power, and I really think that they could easily set him up. Flynn Gray, like you could be looking at
Mm.
the face of Star Wars along with Daisy Ridley moving forward, and he's going to come in with some serious, accolades with these. I don't know if he has any other movies coming out before then or not, but like I don't know what it is. I just have this feeling. I could be completely wrong, and maybe he gets cut down the first 5 minutes of the film, and I'll just be like, "Oi!" and
Oh.
I'll delete this video from the internet. But
I've never
if I'm
wrong.
right, I'll be screaming it from the rooftops, baby. So, what do you think about those possibilities?
Yeah, that's absolutely incredible for him to be like some kind of force trained Jedi within the New Order, or even like leading into it. I completely would agree with you. I think you just said his name. I don't remember the little boy's name from Starfighter.
Flynn Gray.
Flynn Gray, thank you. I know that Sean Levy is saying this is not connecting to any Skywalker saga. I think he's lying. I think what we are seeing with Star Wars currently, with like Mando coming out, we're getting people into the fandom. We're having Starfighters dragging more people in, and at the end of Starfighters, I would put money on it. We're betting a lot here, Jimmy, that we are gonna see something leading into this new Jedi Order with Rey. I would put so much money down on it that is how this is gonna end. That we're building up and stepping into the new era of like what Star Wars could be. So yeah, I definitely think we're making the foundations with Starfighters.
Yeah, I mean, if you think about this, right? Rumors are, I think it's still rumors. It may have been confirmed. 5 years after the Rise of Skywalker, this is happening. We know there's going to be a weird twist. And I'm not trying to like move away from the fact that Ryan Gosling's in Star Wars. I think that's fantastic.
Yeah.
I just don't see his character making it through the whole movie. Like, I feel like it's going to be like this heroic kind of thing. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I mean, I don't want to see Ryan Gosling die or anything like that. But I just think that watching this, knowing Star Wars is kind of, it's not on the sturdiest of grounds right now. I don't think so. Like, in my opinion, I guess that's not really fair for me to say, like, oh, by the way, like, in my opinion, I don't think they're like super stable. And I think this movie could do a lot to solidify the ground that they're on. But if you have someone like Aaron Pierre, what if he just mentions Rey's name? Like, I got to get you to Rey, or wait till Rey gets back, or wait till Finn and Rey get back, or wait till Cal comes in. You know what I mean? Like, just all he has to do is mention something, and then he's connected. And you could have the future of Star Wars. You got Flynn Gray, who's a young kid. You've got what if the next movie is Aaron Pierre and Flynn Gray on the run from something else? This poor kid just. I don't know. I mean, I guess they probably need a different story than that, because that sounds like what Starfighter is going to be. But I just think it has the potential to really kickstart the new era. And I don't want to replace Rey. I want her part of that. I think that, I think those two together I think that would be a strong union as far as Jedis. And it's just so like, Pierre has such a presence about him. Those eyes of his are haunting. Like, I'm like, and the dude is Jack. He's gonna look so cool in Jedi robes.
Yeah.
Imagine him busting out a green saber after lanterns, and he's got those green eyes. You know what I mean? Like, oh my gosh! Like, I don't know why I'm so excited about it. I'm so excited for this movie, but I really, for some reason, think that like 2 or 3 years down the road, at another celebration, we're going to get and the next movie in the franchise, and it's going to be Aaron Pierre is going to walk out on stage, and everyone's going to freak out.
No, I completely agree. I'm really excited for what we're doing with Rey and this new order. I would love her to see her working alongside someone else that's force sensitive. I think I'm ready. I don't know if the fandom's ready. I won't speak for all of us, but I'm ready to see the Jedi come back. I'm ready to see them come back in some kind of capacity. As much as I love where we are with like the prequels and the Rise of the Empire and Andor, love that era. I really do. But I just want my Jedi back. Like, I want them to come back and just crush it. And like the dynamic, I believe, like with Aaron Pierre and Daisy Ridley, that would be such a fun combo. Because I think people forget, like, Rey is like kind of goofy too, which I think is really fun for a protagonist, and why I really liked her within the sequels. And like I can't see him like deviating from like his John Stewart serious role. So like she's just like being Rey and having a good time, and he's like, can we focus, please? But like, I think you need that dynamic, and that's really kind of what you see a lot with Star Wars as well. Like, there's always a character that's just a little bit more laid back, and then they have their serious counterpart. But no, I'm so excited too. Yeah. I would love to be at celebrations with him coming out with Daisy, and it's just like, here we go. This is what we're doing.
Yeah.
So
it'll be phenomenal. Hopefully, we'll get to see them at Celebration. That'll be before. Yeah, that's before the movie comes out, right? Yeah, because it's March. So maybe we'll get to see him. Maybe he'll be signing. Who knows? But again, we're not saying that he's going to dominate this film. We're just saying that, like, I think this could be the springboard for him to become a larger part of the galaxy. I've been sitting on this for a while. I know you and I have talked about it off air. I just really wanted to come on here and chat about it. So why don't you go ahead and take us out?
Let's do it. So So if these leaks hold up and you're not just talking about Aaron Pierre being in Stars, we're talking about him possibly being a Jedi and a story that reopens the whole idea of the Order after Rey. That's a completely different conversation than Rising Star as a big cast, which is fine. But I think, like Jimmy was saying, he can be set up to, go and expand this universe and this franchise. But sound off in the comments. Are you buying into the Jedi rumor, or is this just some leak season nonsense? Some noise in the background, you're ignoring it, you don't believe it, you're going to wait till Celebration and see what they say. And if you want us tracking every Starfighter leak between now and May 2027, please hit subscribe, and we'll be here breaking it down for you.